In this video, I'm going to show you some official and unofficial updates, patches and compatible or alternative software for the 64-bit version of Windows Vista in 2026. This is an experiment. Windows Vista is an outdated operating system. It stopped receiving official updates a while ago, so simply be careful when using it. This is a fresh install of Windows Vista Ultimate with Service Pack 2 installed. These are the essentials that I'm going to install: 7-zip, legacy update, Visual C++ redistributable 2015 to 2019, and .NET Framework 4.6. 7-zip will install and run directly. The latest 64-bit version is compatible. Visual C++ redistributable 2015 to 2019 is the last compatible version of Visual C++ on Vista. .NET Framework 4.6.2 setup starts without showing any compatibility error, but it fails when it starts installing. Therefore, the latest .NET Framework version that installs without issues on Vista is 4.6. Legacy Update replaces Windows Update and will allow you to install updates and patches for Windows Vista. It'll reboot multiple times to complete the installation. After it's done installing, it'll use Internet Explorer to check and install updates. If it fails to install, which it did in my case, simply run the installer again when it boots up, and it'll install directly. For some reason, Legacy Update on Vista takes so long to search and install updates. Extended Kernel is a patch for Vista that will allow it to run Windows 7 programs. It requires the 64-bit version of Vista with build number 6003, which can be achieved by using Legacy Update or standalone update installers. I'm using the standalone update installers that the author recommended to upgrade to build 6003. However, the second update cannot be installed for some reason. Extended Kernel comes in an archive. Extract its contents, then run the setup executable as admin. It's an automated process, so simply press any key in the two prompts until it closes by itself. Now I'm going to install the Media Foundation update in the same way as I did before. To apply the patch, create a notepad text file, then type the shown command lines, then save it as osver.ini file, then move it to the Windows root folder. Major and minor versions translate to NT version 6.1, which is what Windows 7 is based on. This will act as a superior compatibility layer. However, it'll cause issues when running native Vista programs, so it's better to keep the .ini file in the Windows root folder only when needed. I'll show two cases later on in which it's needed and when it's not. It'll also change the displayed info in the About Windows window. We have these two web browsers, Supermium if you like a Chromium-based browser, and Redfox if you like Firefox-based browser. The latest versions of Chrome and Mozilla Firefox are not compatible, but you can install some recent versions of Firefox or Firefox ESR using Extended Kernel. Both of the browsers shown in this video run natively on Vista, and they'll most likely receive more updates in the future. This is the HTML5 score of Supermium. As you can see, Redfox launches, but it's broken. In this case, I'll have to remove the osver.ini file that I've shown earlier. After I removed it, RedFox now starts properly. This is the HTML5 score of RedFox. And for my pal, it starts but nothing loads, and it doesn't work. LibreOffice and OnlyOffice are Microsoft Office alternatives that I mentioned and installed in previous videos, and the same goes for this time. This is OnlyOffice. The latest 64-bit version is supported and it's available on the official website. OnlyOffice comes with document, spreadsheet, presentation, and PDF file editors. LibreOffice is a very common Office alternative. The latest 64-bit version is not compatible. I'm using version 5.4.7 portable. LibreOffice comes with document, spreadsheet, presentation, draw, math formula, and database editors. I've included Notepad++ as an advanced text editor. I'm using version 8.5.8, which is the last compatible one. VLC is a well-known multimedia player, especially on old Windows versions. The latest 64-bit version of VLC is compatible with Vista. This is GIMP or GNU Image Manipulation Program, a perfect Adobe Photoshop alternative. Version 2.10 requires Windows 7, in this case extended kernel is needed. Now I'll move the osvir.ini file back to the Windows root folder, and then I can run the installer again. As you can see, the setup works, and it's installing. GIMP offers the same pro-level image editing like in Photoshop. And lastly, we have Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool 2015, which is a portable and straightforward malware scanner and removal software. You can also use AdLice Protect or RogueKiller like I've shown multiple times in previous videos. That's pretty much it for the 64-bit version of Windows Vista. It's very similar to the original version in terms of common software support, unless you use extended kernel.